Hey, what's going on there, YouTube? Well, definitely redeeming our sunshine tax today because it is gorgeous over here in Southern California. I got the Oklahoma Joe's Bandera smoker. I got a brisket in there, about a 6-pound point. It's been a while since I smoked because I really don't do it during the summertime, and it's pretty chilly down here right now. It's probably 48. So for all those devil dogs out there, you know what this is. But anyway, here we go. So I've had the smoker on for about 45 minutes now. Had the brisket in there for only about 10 or 15. And I'm just going to turn around and kind of show you some of the updates to it because I think that my initial setup was really hard to control. So I'm hoping it'll be a little bit easier to control as I go forward here. And this will be the test. Brooks, say something. Say brisket. No? Okay. Alright guys, so I don't know if you can see it right now. The DigiQ DX2 temperature controller from Barbecue Guru is hovering right around 251 right now. Kind of weird. Last year when I bought this thing and did my first couple cooks, these two thermometers were pretty similar, but this is showing like 310 right now. So I'm going to kind of go with the DigiQ over the internal. I think what I'll do is in a little bit I'll go get another temperature probe from inside the house, a little manual one. I'll stick it inside and see where that's coming at, because I don't know, it's kind of concerning a little bit here, because I want to have a very similar, I want to have a calibrated system, and in case one is actually failing or has failed, I can definitely tell. So I might try and get another thermometer just to receive which one is really which, and I have another digital a digital one that I can probably throw in there just to check, so I'll probably do that later. Alright, so I don't know if I touched up on it before on my other videos, but I got this little tiny I don't know what you call it, like a blank off with a slit in it right here, and like a straight up pull plug right here. This one right here goes into my pit temperature, so it's the temperature of the smoke box, and this one is plugged into the brisket itself, which I'll just show you real quick. Just note that I used calipers to measure the inside of the rubber that's in the groove basically, and I got a hole drill and I drilled it out. It turned out that maybe my caliper size was off a little bit, so, or user error, because whenever I put these things in, it really pushes through, because the hole is a little bit too enlarged. So if you do that same thing and have a problem with me, when I put a probe in, I basically put my finger on the inside as I'm pushing through, and it's just kind of a pain for this thing for you to put it back in, especially if you're trying to do something in a long cook and you pop this thing out. It's a pain in the ass because it's hot, so you just kind of want to be careful when you're dealing with this thing if you drill it incorrectly like I did. So just want to show you what we got going on here. So we got that bad boy right there. Oh, smell-o-vision, scratch and sniff, folks, scratch and sniff. So I got the pan underneath to I saw a couple videos where they're catching the juices and then mixing in some barbecue sauce, because I'm going to try and do some burnt ends with this bad boy. So we'll see how that goes. Alright, so got my dog here chilling. Basically right underneath there you see a little blank off. Thank you, Brooksy. We see a little blank off that I removed the DigiQ from there because I felt like it was blowing, the airflow was blowing this way right out to the louvers. So it's like it was the air, warm air was kind of coming out of these louvers, and I felt like I was not efficient. I was wasting some of my available heat by just going the opposite way of flow. And now I think that I've kind of learned, a lot of people were saying, keep the louvers open, and I would say that right now, moneymaker is that I have the louvers down here fully open, and then basically what I'm doing is I'm controlling the choke up here with the smokestack lid, and right now I'm dipping down 244, so I'm just gonna pop it open a little bit, and I'll be honest, like, it seems like just a quarter of an inch or half an inch difference in this thing will really assist in airflow and or oxygen down to the box here. So that's definitely something that I think is key. I'm going to open this up real quick and show you guys what I got going on here. So I just got some charcoals, and I got lump wood charcoal that I put on top of the coals, and then I've got a bunch of apple. Watch out, Brooks. Just use this cowboy stuff because I'm not a cowboy, but apple chunks, and got these hickory chunks here. I don't live out in the Midwest or nothing like that where I can chop down my own trees, so unfortunately city boys gotta buy this stuff. But in here what I got is my parents have an apple tree, so I have to go over there and trim it down. But every year when I trim it, I keep the clippings and I put small branches and twigs in there. But as you can see, this bad boy is going strong, so I don't want to waste it. But definitely key point is to have the louvers open and then try to adjust the temperature using the top of the chimney, the flap that closes it off, and basically you can choke out the fire by reducing flow and oxygen. So that's a key thing. And then over here, this is where I relocated the DigiQ fan. I felt that, you know, if I put it over here, I could do that. It'd probably be the best option, but I really don't have the ability to put it here. I could have put it like right here maybe, but on the inside, this louver closes over here, so that would have pretty much been impossible. And I couldn't put it up here because it's above. The recommendation is that it's actually below the level of where your coals are at, or your wood is at. So I don't know if you can. I got a piece of wood in there blocking it right now, but basically you can look at where the wooden coals are. I'm pretty much about in line with it. It's right about a ½ an inch or 3/4 of an inch underneath my my rack. So far I think it's doing pretty good. It's coming on a lot less because right now I'm having good temperature control because I've not choked out the heat source by closing the louvers. So that's kind of where I'm at. This is a pretty decent update. I'm pretty happy so far. Now, as you can see, it's hovering right about 254. So not that I am pretty anal, so I'm literally just going to close it a scotch. And I feel like that, for some reason, really has an impact. So this is it for now. I'll come back a little bit later. I have to go get some apple juice and brown sugar mixed up so I can start spraying this bad boy so it doesn't dry out. All right, here we go. We got the unwrapping. It's been on the smoker since about 9:30. It's 4 o'clock. Just hit internal temp about 210. Unfortunately, when I was doing the probe check, I punctured a hole in the bottom of my double-lined foil, so I'm going to have to put these juices back in this new one while I put it in the cooler. So, oh my gosh, it smells so good. That's what it looks like. Let me go ahead and let it rest in the cooler for a little bit, and then we'll take it out, cut it up, and glaze it up, get it ready for some burnt ends. All right, let's get ready to make some burnt ends here. Ooh, boy, oh, that's nice. Tastes good. Wow. Let's see if we can dump that into the foil container. Really hot? Yep. Which way is the grain going here? Ooh, let me try a piece here. Oh my god, it's falling apart. Oh my god. Ah. Okay. So crazy. Sorry. Okay. That, just, okay. Thank you. But you could eat that. Is it good now? Mm-hmm. A little more honey. And a little bit of brown sugar here. Hey, what's going on there, barbecue smoker fans? So I didn't make a closing video to the last one, or the one I'm working on right now, which I will post. This will be the tail end of the video. I made a brisket on my Oklahoma Joe's Bandera smoker, and it had been a while, definitely a little rusty, and so in the end, that brisket, which you'll see in this video, the one you just watched obviously before this last scene, turned out all right. A lot of it, I say half of it was really good. The other half was kind of a little bit not so tender. I don't want to say chewy. It just wasn't like fall apart in your mouth like you're used to, or at least I'm used to. So I don't know why. My temperature fluctuated a lot in that thing. This one, I'm here today with my neighbor's electric Masterbuilt Pro. I think that's what it is. Yeah. And yesterday I had the DigiQ in here, and I made sure that the dial, which is down here, there's no sticker on it, so I had to like really kind of figure out what the temperature was, because of course that indicator right there doesn't really work so well. So anyway, we're here. It's been about an hour right now. I got about a 16-pound brisket from Costco. It's Super Bowl Sunday, so my neighbor and his family will be here about 3 o'clock, and we'll have some margaritas, some beer, some brisket, and a bunch of snacks. So I'm going to film a little bit about this cook so I can maybe make another video for this Masterbuilt Pro. It might be an older series. I think he's had it for a year or two. But anyway, it is what it is. So I'm going to turn this bad boy around and show you what we got going on here. I'm going to spray it with some apple juice and put on some more some wood chips from a foil bag. So anyway, hope you enjoyed this video. And for those that watched the long 12-minute or so video of the last brisket cook-off, I definitely appreciate it. Took a lot of tips from other viewers on my original videos, and it turned out a lot better as far as opening the dampers to control the heat and whatnot, and having that bluer, smoky, transparent, translucent flame, or what do you call it, smoke. So anyway, over here I don't have to worry about anything. I just have the dial and make sure there's wood chips on there for the first couple hours, and then that's it. So I can go drink some beer, hang out, and wait for the kickoff. All right, I'll turn this off and turn it around. All right, so one thing that I did differently today was I have a giant aluminum pan in here with water, and it's my temperature yesterday. I didn't have that huge pan, so I think it's definitely a lot of heat sink in that water pan. So I got to adjust the dial a little bit and get it a little bit hotter. But hopefully, once I close the door here, it will definitely get up to about 225, which is my goal temperature. So let's open this bad boy up. See what we got going on here. Holy moly! Woo, America! Okay. So I'm gonna put this foil bag down here. A foil bag down here on. Oops! I don't know if you can see that. Foil bag down here on this little burner. And oh, sorry, my video's crappy today. Probably it's gonna be crappy. Let me take it off here. Let me just put this thing down. Put it on down here, and we'll see what happens there. And then I got my foil, or my my apple juice here. Let's do a little side squirt in the bushes here. Okay. Get all underneath the bottom side there. Get it all juicy, yummy. Yeah, buddy. See if I can do a slow motion video with this, maybe. Let's see. Oops, what am I spraying that for? I'm redone already. Okay, there we go. So we'll come back in an hour and check it out.